Dude, check this out. We've got ships stuck at sea, shelves sitting empty, and prices going through the damn roof. This is messed up, man. If you think prepping is expensive now, just wait. The latest tariffs and trade restrictions are about to hit SHTF preppers and EDC enthusiasts hard. Prices are climbing, supply chains are tightening, and your survival gear is about to get a whole lot more expensive. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night, man. So what happens next? More importantly, what can you do about it? Stick around because this one is critical for anyone serious about preparedness. This is some real deal, end of the world as we know it kind of stuff. Okay, let's break this down. A tariff is essentially a tax on imported goods. When the government slaps tariffs on products from China, Europe, or anywhere else, it makes those goods more expensive for you, the consumer. And guess what? A lot of our survival gear, knives, backpacks, medical kits, and even ammunition components come from overseas. Think about it. Where do you think that badass tactical backpack you've been eyeing is made? Or the steel for your favorite survival knife? A lot of it comes from overseas, my friend. And it's not just the big ticket items, even smaller things like fire starters, water filters, and first aid supplies. A lot of that stuff is imported. So when tariffs hit, they hit everything. Now, I'm all for supporting American-made products, don't get me wrong. But the reality is we live in a global economy. And when you start messing with that, there are going to be consequences. And the biggest consequence for preppers is that it's going to cost us more to be prepared. A lot more. We're talking about potentially life-saving gear here, and now it's going to be even harder for people to afford it. Look, I get it. For the average person, a price hike on a backpack or knife is annoying. But for preppers, it's a direct hit to our ability to prepare. We don't buy gear for fun. We buy it because our survival depends on it. We're not talking about some casual camping trip here. We're talking about being prepared for anything. Natural disasters, economic collapse, civil unrest, you name it. We need to be ready. And when prices on essential gear start skyrocketing, it creates a real problem. It means that people might have to choose between putting food on the table and buying that extra first aid kit or water filter. And that's a decision no one should have to make. It's not just about the cost of individual items, either. It's about the cumulative effect. See, preppers, we plan for the long haul. We're not just buying one of everything. We're building up a stockpile. We're creating a safety net for ourselves and our families. So, when prices go up, it's not just a few extra bucks here and there. It adds up fast. And that can make the difference between being prepared and being caught off guard. What happens next? The future of prepper supplies. So, what's the future of prepping in a tariff-heavy world? We're looking at 3 major shifts coming fast. First, get ready for price hikes like you've never seen. I'm talking about survival gear becoming a luxury item. And that's a scary thought. Second, expect to see shortages. Remember when you couldn't find toilet paper? Yeah, imagine that. But with everything from ammo to antibiotics, it's going to get wild. And third, get ready for a wave of DIY prepping. People are going to have to start getting creative and resourceful. We're talking about learning to make do with less, bartering, and becoming more self-sufficient. What you can do right now to stay ahead. Here's what smart preppers should be doing right now. Number 1, stock up on essentials. If you've been putting off buying that extra food, water, or medical supplies, now's the time to pull the trigger. Don't wait until it's too late. Number 2, start learning new skills. Can you grow your own food, purify water, provide basic medical care? These are the kinds of skills that will become invaluable in a crisis. Number 3, find alternative suppliers. Look, I know you love your big name brands, but there are a lot of smaller companies out there making quality gear, and they might not be as affected by tariffs. Do your research and find them. Number 4, get connected with your community. Find other like-minded people in your area who are also into prepping. Share resources, knowledge, and skills. Number 5. Don't panic. This is not the time to freak out. It's the time to get prepared. Stay ready. Listen, tariffs are just another obstacle in the prepping world, but obstacles are what we prepare for. If you stay ahead of the game, you'll be fine. If you ignore it, you'll pay the price, literally. So tell me, what's your strategy for dealing with rising costs and supply issues? Drop it in the comments. Let's have a real conversation about this. This is serious stuff, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what you're doing to prepare. What are your biggest concerns? What steps are you taking? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the prepping curve, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. More survival tactics coming your way. This is Last Stand Prep. Stay ready because the game is changing.